It was the summer of 2009 when a freshman at The Ohio State University in Columbus, Ohio, began playing UFC Undisputed 2009. Does EA UFC 2 recapture that magic and deliver a knockout? Let's find out. What is going on, guys? This is Music Major coming to you guys live in EA UFC 2 on the PlayStation 4. That's a lot of numbers and a lot of letters, but I'm here to deliver the review for you. As you guys can see, we have a great fight between CB Dalloway and another opponent to be named later. But guys, I'll tell you what, the UFC franchise is always one I held true, near and dear to my heart. I am old school UFC. I was the Matt Hughes, the Tito Ortiz, the Mark Colemans, the Randy Coutures, the Kenny Florians, the Joe Stevensons. I could go on and on and on and on and on. I was real big into UFC right before it got into mainstream, I guess. Call me a hipster, that's fine. But I really adored UFC, and particularly I identified with Forrest Griffin. He was one of my favorite fighters. Him and Matt Hughes, Matt Hughes is a barrel-chested guy, Forrest Griffin's just a goofball. I'm both. But I went through and I took this review to heart. I went through and played EA's version of UFC. I also went back and played the THQ versions, which were UFC Undisputed 2009, UFC 2010, and UFC Undisputed 3. I don't know why the name changed. But one common theme that I noticed is that as the games progressed and got older, controls got better. At the time when I reviewed, and I went back and watched a couple of my old videos, it didn't feel as if they got much better, but I really noticed the turnaround right around EA, UFC, or not EA, I keep saying EA because I'm looking at the screen. I noticed the time right about UFC Undisputed 2010 when the control scheme felt drastically better over the previous titles. And I mean, I played the Xbox ones and the PlayStation 2 ones, all those janky ones. But the control scheme got considerably better. And I see a lot of people on the internet hammering this game saying that it is not a pick up and play title necessarily, and I agree with that to some extent, because if you put the time in on this game will take care of you. Wins will feel incredibly satisfactory, losses will feel that much devastating, and it is just a very good time to play this game. Now, as you can see on the screen, EA has made it considerably easier to play the game with the on-screen tutorials that tell you basically it acts like the EA virtual trainer that you see in NHL 16, FIFA, Madden, all those games that I just named. It's fantastic. And another point that I made in previous videos is Bruce Buffer seemed incredibly robotic in the previous franchises. EA has taken care of that. The Bruce Buffer here in this situation is very energetic, rivals his real-life counterpart, because he's energetic, he's flamboyant, he's very in-your-face, lets you know that something very big is about to go down. Now, a couple of my other favorite features for this game are the exhibition mode. I've spent a lot of time in exhibition mode. Also, the create event feature, which I loved in EA, there I go. In UFC Undisputed 2010, I spent a ton of time in there, as well as a career mode. I have yet to dive into the career mode, but career mode, as I've watched a couple other streams, talked to a few friends in the community, say that it rivals that of Fight Night. So if you enjoyed Fight Night and all the training stuff that you had to learn and everything that you had to do, you're really probably going to enjoy this game. And, it's very fluid, the controls are awesome, and it's just a joy to play. As you can see, they changed the lighting up a little bit. The atmospheres are much more real life. You have really great arenas like the London O2 Arena. You have the Honda Center in Anaheim, the United Center in Chicago, the MGM Grand Garden Arena, where everything happens UFC. And an improved graphics package from the previous games. Now, don't quote me here, but I've heard a lot of people get very angry about this not being a true fight game. I think of it as a UFC simulation, really. And if you want to play a fight game, go play Mortal Kombat, go play Street Fighter, go play fight game. Because it's 2D, you're going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I think 2K did a very nice job with WWE in getting a wrestling simulation as close as you could get to one. And I think EA definitely has the roadblocks in place for construction of a beautiful UFC franchise, because UFC 1 was fun, albeit repetitive at times, And UFC 2 definitely is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. There are a few comical falls. There are a few things where limbs kind of bend in awkward positions. But I'm able to look past that. I hope you can too. And it's kind of fun. They've since patched this since I've had this game. I've had this game pretty much for about a week now. I've spent a decent amount of time with it. They've patched it. I haven't noticed any glaring cosmetic issues. But I would tell you, go ahead and pick this game up. You'll find this for about 60 bones at Best Buy. I think Amazon still has it for 60 bones too. But I got this on sale during Easter weekend. They got it for $40, which, you know, it's not a bad pickup for $40. But hopefully this game wins your decision, wins your vote. And let me know what you guys think about the game. If you do play UFC Undisputed 2, I'm getting them all messed up. If you play UFC 2, let me know in the comments. Let me know how you feel about the game, what you like about it, what you don't like about it. The last video, everybody was really engaging and very opinionated, and I thank all you guys for that. It is Thursday. It is about 6 minutes before I am due to go live on Twitch.tv. Hope you guys will join me on one of these streams. I'm back streaming Thursdays, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, Fridays, 8 o'clock to about midnight, Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. to 12, and Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. to 12, or 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. My name is Music Major, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.